Now, to the worsening security situation in the border town of Mandera, following heavy fighting on the Somalia side. Now, the shelling has continued for days now in the town of Bulahau, pitting soldiers from the Somalia National Army and those from the Jubaland state. Somalia has accused Kenya of funding rebels to cross into the border town to attack its forces. Elfas Lagat now reports on the conflict that is escalating diplomatic tensions between the two neighbors.
The war of attrition in Bulahau town, just a few kilometers from the Kenya-Somalia border, has put the town of Mandera on high alert. The fighting spilling over into the border town to the Kenyan side. At least a dozen people have been injured in the gunfire. Kenya now expressing concern over the rising incursions near Mandera border. Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a statement says, quote, Kenya is concerned that if the fighting continues unabated, the situation could destabilize the region, complicate the security situation, and reverse gains made in the fight against terrorism. End of quote. Somalia has repeatedly alleged that Kenya is interfering with its internal affairs and severed diplomatic ties with Nairobi. A report made by a commission of inquiry constituted by IGAD listed down the grievances that Somalia has against Kenya. Mogadishu alleges that Nairobi has violated the airspace of Somalia without any agreement. The allegations further suggest that the Kenyan forces led by AMISOM are violating Somalia land borders by leaving their positions and moving to other locations. Somalia is further infuriated that Kenya's recognition of Jubaland regional state and Hamed Madobe as president of the state despite disapproval by Somalia's central government. At the same time, President Mohamed Farmajo's administration alleges Kenya's participation in illegal sugar and coal trade in Kismayu. Farmajo has hinged any resumption of diplomatic relations with Kenya on condition that Kenya withdraws the armed forces at the border and ensure an end to armed militia hostile to his government. President Uhuru Kenyatta has denied Farmajo's assertions. Just yesterday, Interior CS Fred Matiang'i downplayed the incursions at the Kenya-Somalia border, saying that Kenya has no part in the conflicts happening in Bulahau town and that Kenya will strive to ensure its territorial integrity and the safety of Kenyans.
We understand there's a conflict on the other side of the border, but it's a conflict internal to Somalia. It has nothing to do with us. We are not involved in it, and none of our forces have crossed the border to go over to Somalia. So I do not know what they are referring to, but you can take this to the bank. We are not involved in that. That's a conflict that is internal to Somalia.
IGAD is now in the forefront to broker a truce and restore ties between the two countries. Somalia is expected to hold general elections next month, an exercise that is further complicated by the ongoing clashes between Somali troops and Jubaland regional forces. The African Union now insists that Kenya and Somalia must dialogue to end the incursions and ensure a sustained regional stability. Elfas Lagat, Citizen TV.